know we can do better than that. How's everybody doing this morning? Good. That's a lot better. Okay, before we get started, I want everybody to close your eyes. Close your eyes, everybody. Close your eyes. Now raise your hands if you know what you want to do when you grow up. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Okay. Now, keep your eyes closed. If you don't know what you want to be when you grow up, raise your hand. Okay, great. Now open your eyes. That's okay. I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up either. My name is John Hartsfield, as Mrs. Torres said. I grew up in El Paso, Texas. At a very young age, my parents got divorced. I was 6 years old, and at that time, my mom sat me down. She was a secretary, and she told me, I want to have a better life for us. So I'm going to make some self-sacrifice, and I'm going to work hard to provide a better life for you and myself and our future. And at this time, I really didn't understand what she was saying, what it meant. And my mom, she was a secretary at the time, and she worked an hour away from El Paso, White Sands. So she sat me down and she told me, you're not really going to see me. You're going to see me every day, but you're not really going to see valuable, you're not going to spend valuable time with me. I'm not going to be able to come to your games. I'm not going to be able to do all the extracurricular activities that we normally do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drop you off at your grandma's at 6:30 in the morning. Then I'm going to drive an hour so that I can get to work on time. I'm going to get off at 5. Then I'm going to go to night school from 6 to 10. By the time I drive back, it will be 11 o'clock at night. She would pick me up. We would go home. We would get up. We would do it all over again the next day. And I remember at that time, I was getting involved in sports. I took a liking to basketball. I became very good at it. But I remember I would be the only person, the only kid on the team that I wouldn't have anybody from my family or friends up in the stands cheering for me. Everybody else had their parents at every game. My dad really wasn't in my life at the time, since my parents had split. My mom, she was working, she was in school, so I didn't have anybody to cheer me on. And I remember I would hear, some of my teammates talking back and forth, oh, he doesn't have anybody that cares about him. He doesn't have anybody that loves him, right? Because they would have, their parents, their friends, their brothers, their sisters there cheering for them at every game. I would have to get rides from some of the other parents, some of my other teammates to get to games, right? But I used it as fuel. I said, I'm going to take this negative and I'm going to entrench myself in the game of basketball, and I'm going to become as good as I can become. And I became very good at it. And so this went on for 6 years. 4 years, my mom received her bachelor's, but she kept going for another 2. She received her master's degree. And she missed all my middle school games, all my extracurricular AAU games. But she sacrificed those 6 years so that we could have a better future. She could provide a better life for herself and myself. Right? It was a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline. The only thing she asked of me was that I stayed focused in school, I made good grades, I listened to my teacher, listened to my grandma, and that's what I did. When I got to high school, she was at every game, so she had sacrificed early so that she can be there during my high school years. And she didn't miss it every game. She had time freedom. She became a senior engineer for Raytheon Missile Systems, a computer engineer, to where she was over a team of people. and she had time freedom. She could pick me up from school, drop me off at school, take me to my game. She was there, right? And I became real good. I started being recruited by all the top schools in the country. I would get handwritten letters from Mike Krzyzewski, Roy Williams, recruited from Duke, North Carolina, University of Miami, Florida State University. And I thought I was going to go to one of these big Division I schools. That was always my dream, always my goal. But then my junior year, adversity hit. In a 3-month period, at this time my dad was starting to come back into my life because he would hear about me on the news. He would see me on the sports cover page. I was always in the paper after every game. So we were starting to have a relationship, but at that time, he suddenly died a month before the start of my junior basketball season. So within a 5-month period, I lost my dad. Then my best friend, who was my cousin, she died at 21 years old of leukemia. And then 3 months later, my grandmother, remember, my mom would drop me off every morning with my grandma. My grandma would